And okay. Not you, but someone. Okay. So we need a band. What are the things that we need? Because we're live now, and people are going to start chiming in. They're going to tell us the other things that we need. Andrew's showing up right now, and he's going to tell us what we need. Andrew, yeah. Oh, well, he's not coming. He can read over there. That's great. Hi, Andrew. Anyway, we are jumping into our final week of this series we've been calling Around the Table. We've been talking about, my head's out of the camera. We've been talking about the idea of the influence that other people have on your life. Before we jump into that, we need to play a game. And Sean, thanks for volunteering. Come on, man. Sean, I'm going to have you play against Chase.
You got it. Yeah. Oh, God.
And Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Chase, come on here, man. So let's see here. Sean, how am I in here? Huh? What do? You push buttons and you punch each other. Okay, so Sean, you are.
This is what we used to play with.
You're the blue bomber.
We didn't have video games.
Red rocker. All right. We're gonna go best 2 out of 3. You ready? In your corner. In your corner. Don't cheat. You have a tendency to do that.
I'm
All right, say go. Yeah, you just lost.
Who?
You did. When your head goes up like that, that means that you got punched in the face and you're out. It's okay though. Get in here. Ready? Your mark, get set, go.
I'm a reach.
Excuse me. Come on, Chase. You got him. All tied up. Okay, back up. Back your corners. All right, here we go. Back your corners.
I'm tired. I'm resting on it.
Go. Come on, Chase. There you go. Okay, Sean, you're out.
Mine's huge.
You're out. You just go sit down.
Okay.
Isabel, come take on Chase. Let's do this. Chase, you're the current reigning champ.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that great? Back it up. All right, on your mark. Get set. Do it. Chase is like, I just want up. Okay. Ready? Set. Go. Chase, he wanted to lose. That's what it was. He was like, I want to be winner. Emma, you're up. Come on, Emma. You got this. Emma's a what? She's a fighter. So you're saying Emma's got this. We're going to see. On your mark. Get set. Go.
I'm scared.
What are you scared of? She's not going to really punch you. Like, come on, no, you got that's 2 out of 3. Come on, you got this. Right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. The sound effects that she's making are incredible right now. It's fantastic.
This is hard.
Smacking it doesn't help, I promise.
Why isn't it working?
I think it's because... Oh, time out. Back it up. And it came out. Okay, your foot came out.
Oh.
Okay, there we go. Ready?
Oh, damn.
There we go. Go. You can't break it. These are toys from when I was a kid, which is when they used to make toys like,
come on,
good.
I'm hitting you in the face, bro. Why isn't it working?
Clearly, the blue bombers.
Literally, I'm punching you dead in the face. What's going on?
That's a problem. It's taking forever.
It's because hers is broken.
Hers is broken?
Yes. What? Huh? Oh.
It's clearly not broken. Continue.
I don't understand.
You're literally not even touching her.
Yes,
Like,
I
can
am.
see it. No, I can see it right here.
It makes no sense.
You're glancing.
Give me a chance. Oh, did I lose?
You're out.
Oh, well.
We need to do one more. You want in? Come on up.
What?
Right.
Third one's always the worst.
Yeah, third one usually you lose. Okay, here we go. Ready, go. Yep. I guess it wasn't broken. He got it. So I feel like he proved you wrong. So right, ready, set, go. I mean, 2 in a row. Like he did it.
He's got longer reach than she does.
Ah, that's what it is. He's calling you out. You want to play more? One more round. Let's have you go against me. Let's do this. Ready? Here we go. Go. That guy's like tomahawking. Yes. Okay. Who got it? Because we both tied. So again, here we go. Ready? Ready? Set. Go. Okay, it's 1-0. Okay, here we go. Ready? Set. Go. I'm like Mike Tyson in a Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Yeah. Without, exactly. He has a face tattoo. I still have a beard. Come on! This is like kind of ridiculous. Okay, it's tied up. This is for all the marbles.
Wait, after we do, who's money?
It's currently tied,
Oh, okay.
which basically means no one's winning. Here we go. This is really getting. I almost just want to lose. Guys, it's backing up. Yes! Hey, well done. It was fun while it lasted. Sean, you're just sad because you lost. It's okay. I mean, someone needs to lose. Someone needs to lose, Sean. That's all I'm going to say. Well, like I said, we've been talking about this whole idea around the table. And basically what we said was this. When I was a kid, I was taught that if there's someone that you don't want to have influence in your life, you simply just like remove them. You cut them out, done. But in the world we live in today, that's not quite possible. In the world that we live in today, the person that you're trying to avoid, they're basically in your back pocket. They're in your Snapchat. They're DMing you on Instagram. They're finding you on Twitter. They're gonna have a Finsta. And all of a sudden now you just can't seem to get away. So what do? Block them. You block them, Sean says. That works until they make another account and another and another. And pretty soon you're just sick and tired because you cannot get away. This is the first generation where you are 100%, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, accessible. When I was a kid, you just didn't answer the phone, problem solved. If you wanted to leave work, you just went home and work didn't follow you. But now everywhere you go, everything can follow you. So what do? A few weeks ago, we looked at the idea of what Jesus demonstrated at the Last Supper, where here he is with his 12 closest friends. One of them is about to deny him. Just flat out say, I don't know him. I want nothing to do with him. And another is about to turn him over to the authorities to be beaten and killed, even though he had done nothing wrong. And yet, they still remained at his table. And what we said was, the people that are at our table, it starts with acknowledging that they're there. It starts with acknowledging that there are people in our lives sitting at our tables, and the second to say, what seat do they have? Are they sitting right next to me? Are they at the end of the table? Like, where are they at in relationship to me? And then third, what rights do they have in the seat that they're sitting in? There are some rights that people have that they have been given, and there are others that are taken. You can walk in and you say, I want this. I demand this. And for some of us, we sit back and we say, well, I want to be a people pleaser. So yeah, sure, it's all yours. And so we continued the conversation a few weeks ago about what does that mean for us in God? And then last week we talked about what does that mean for us as a person? Like how can we remain at our table? And today what I want to do is to unpack the idea of what does it mean and how does it impact those around us. So if I can't simply remove someone, if I can't simply kick somebody out of my life, what do I do? Jesus was cornered one time and he was asked, what's the greatest commandment? He said, to love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your strength, with all your soul, and all your mind, and to love your neighbor as yourself. And what he points out there is that your neighbor is actually anyone you come in contact with. It's not just the person who lives next to you. It's not just the person that is sitting right beside you. It could literally be someone that you only have a digital relationship with, someone that you only know on Snapchat, someone that you only see on Facebook, someone that you've met on Zoom, and that's it. So what do you do when they seem to get too close? I love Facebook, because Facebook has the option to not just defriend someone and try to cut them out, because they can, as Sean so elegantly mentioned earlier, they can make a new account and come back. They can find you, but rather you can simply stop following them. To stop following somebody is to acknowledge that, hey, I can't get rid of you in my life. I can't completely shut you out, but I can filter the type of information that you send my way and what you receive from me. And I think Jesus modeled this in an incredible way. When Jesus was walking on this earth, he had that one person who referred to himself as the disciple that Jesus loved. But he also had the 3 disciples that were closest to him. Like when Jesus goes to pray, his final prayer in the Garden of Gethsemane before he's arrested, he brings these 3, not all 12. He brings 3 of his closest friends. He had the 12 who he invited to follow him. But then he also had the 72 and he had the masses, the people who would travel around listening to what he had to say. And if we take that idea and we boil it down to the relationships and friendships we have, what we can say is there are certain people who need full access to us. There are going to be some that get limited access and some that have external access. The external access might be the person who sees you from the outside but doesn't really know you. And when we have a person in that space, we can filter what they say through the lens of, well, they don't really know me. They can't have this commentary on me because they don't know who I am. And that closer one, the one that has limited access, that's someone who you have invited in close to have access to some of your daily life, to do life with you and to hear what you have to say. But they don't have full access. And so there are going to be moments where it's okay for you to say, you know what? I need a moment. I'm going to remove myself from this situation. And I'm going to need to get some clarity. And then there's that friend that you just, it's 2 a.m. you need to call. And you can reach out and say, I am in a space right now. I need to talk. And for so many of us, because we have access all the time, we assume that everyone should have that total access on our lives. But then we begin to look at Snapchat and Instagram and Reels, and all of a sudden we go, oh, I want that. And so we begin to compare our everyday moments to the highlights that are filtered of others. And what it does is it actually paints a picture that we're not good enough. So what I want to suggest is one simple thing. And that's to take an assessment of who are the people in that 3, in that 12, and in that 72. Who are the people that you're giving the most exposure to? And is there someone in that space that doesn't belong there, that needs to be removed out a little further? Because you're not getting rid of them. You're simply saying, you know what, I actually need to reevaluate the influence you have in my life. Is there someone in the 12 that maybe needs to get invited in to be a little bit closer? Is there someone on the fringe that you say, you know what, I don't really know this person, and therefore I don't give them much, if any, access to the real me, but maybe I need to. Maybe they are actually a good influence, and what I need to do is invite them closer. That's why we do life groups. Life groups is about doing life with people who are in a similar stage of life to you. A space to bounce ideas off, a space to process what's going on, and what does God say about this? A space to say, hey, you know what? I want to know and to be known. And for some of you, you're in a life group, and that's awesome. And I would say continue to press into your group. Continue to show up physically, to show up mentally, and then to show up with questions. Hey, I'm going through this thing right now. I don't actually know what to do. And then there are some of us who aren't in a group right now. And I think that's a great opportunity for us to say, you know what, I'm ready to give it a try. I'm ready to allow someone more influence by creating that space. By saying, I need to carve out space in my world to say not everyone gets the same access. And so now I need to create some distance from some people so that I can allow others to get closer to me. I think that we can do that, we're actually going to begin to see the people that are closest to us have the greatest impact on what we're doing and how we are becoming more and more like Jesus, because that's the goal. At the end of the day, we want to be more like the reflection of God that lives inside of us. And the only way that we can do that is to begin to remove the things that are getting in the way. So until next time, peace. It's awkward, I know. It is what it is.
Need a remote.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm on a budget.